Welcome to Money First CEO, the podcast for business owners ready to run their business like a boss and make their money work smarter, not harder. I'm Harmon Johnston, bookkeeper, Profit First professional, business coach, and mum of two from Sydney, Australia. I've built a thriving business by mastering money habits and systems that create real freedom. This show will help you take control of your finances so you can build a business and life that truly works for you. Every episode delivers one powerful takeaway you can action right away for more clarity, confidence, and cash. And from time to time, I'll be joined by special guests, fellow entrepreneurs, experts, and real business owners, sharing their money wins, lessons, and insights to inspire your next move. Because when you put money first, you unlock the options and freedom you deserve. So hit follow, grab your coffee, and let's dive in. Hey there, and welcome back to the Money First CEO, where we believe if you put your money first, the rest will follow. And today we're getting into something that hits home for every business owner who's also a parent: school holidays. That tug of war between running a business and making memories with your kids. After all, one of the reasons we started a business was to have flexibility around family, especially for mums. So let's talk about how to balance both without guilt and build a business that lets you enjoy the freedom and make memories. So for most business owners, school holidays often feel like walking on a tightrope, trying to balance family time and business without slipping into stress or guilt. So if you're working or you feel guilty for missing out, if you're with your kids and you're stressed about what's not getting done in the business, so here's the truth. Guilt doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It just means you care deeply about both parts of your life. But instead of living in that tension, what if we got proactive? So your business should support your life, obviously not dominate it. You didn't build your brand to be trapped by it. You built it for freedom. And that freedom includes time with your family. And the key is design. Design your calendar, your cash flow, and your leadership with holidays in mind. So here's exactly how I do it, and you can do it too. These are just starting points to get you thinking, and then you can tweak it to fit your lifestyle, or you can make changes as we go along. So go into your calendar and block out the next school holiday break. Block in your work days and fun days intentionally. This is your one big move. If it's not in your calendar, guilt will creep in and try to control the week. And it will also help you plan play dates and activities. If you use something like Calendly or Acuity, block out days there too, so clients can't book meetings on the fun days. Tuesday for me is a non-negotiable because we have a weekly team meeting. And on Mondays and Wednesdays, I have to review and authorize pay runs, so I keep the afternoons free. Or on those days, we do activities at home. Either I'll have my kids' friends over, or we do something in the morning and we're home in the afternoon. In terms of cash, create a buffer account. If you're doing profit first, create a holiday account, especially if your income is reliant on yourself, on your working. Put 1% to 2% of your income every time. And that way, if there is a dip over that time because you're not working, it's not going to affect the cash flow as much because you do have that buffer built in. And try and batch and automate. If you do a lot of the things yourself, like marketing, you can pre-schedule your content, emails, social media posts. You can plan all of that and pre-record it and, do that before. So your clients still feel served and you're not tied to a laptop. And delegate. If you have a team, empower them to take ownership. During the school holidays, I wake up an hour early than my normal time and I make sure I clear my emails, I assign tasks, answer any questions and, delegate things to the team so I know that everyone's got enough on their plate for the day. And I also set an hour towards the end of the day to action anything that's urgent. If I need to make any phone calls, I do that in the last hour of the day. Doesn't have to be, but, I try and do that and communicate clearly. My team knows exactly when I'm available for approvals or questions, and that clarity builds trust and prevents last-minute chaos, and I'll say, okay, I'll be out until 12, and then in that meantime, I'm available on Slack or, WhatsApp or messages if there's anything urgent. And design around support. If you're solo, you plan your work days with vacation care or a helping hand in place. You don't wait for the overwhelm to force your hand. You get in front of it and try and be lightly available. So, if you can, have some line of communication open just to support it, and also so you're not creating a bottleneck. Everyone's doing it and then they're waiting for you to respond. So in that case, if there's just a question, like I have Microsoft Teams on my phone and I can just check it every now and then. If there's a question, I just respond to it. So everyone else can continue doing their job, and build a business by design. If you want holidays off, design your operations, finances, and expectations to support you. And you have the power to make your business work for your lifestyle. So why not do it? So, over Easter, I took a week off and we went away for a mini getaway. I was up an hour before everyone else, got through my emails, action anything urgent, and then I spent the morning with the family sightseeing. And then, in the afternoon, if I had to authorize anything, I'll just find a quiet time, had my laptop with me, and I just, did what I had to do and then carried on. My team had clear expectations. I had my out of office, and the clients understand, you've got kids, they understand. And the result, we had a blast as a family and business didn't miss a bit. And the best part, the kids remember the time we spent, not the emails we didn't answer. So your one actionable takeaway this week is open your calendar and block out your next school holidays. Choose your work days, choose your fun days. Build your business around those choices, not the other way around. So if this episode helped shift your perspective, I'd love if you shared it with a fellow CEO parent. And if you're ready to build a business that gives you both profit and presence, then stick around. We've got more practical strategies coming your way. Until next time, keep putting money first and the rest will follow. Thanks for hanging out with me on Money First CEO. If you got value from this episode, hit subscribe, drop a 5-star review, and share it with someone who's building their business too. All the goodies are in the show notes, and you can find me on socials for more tips and tools to help you. Until next time, keep putting money first and the rest will follow.